Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. Welcome back to Nerds of the Roundtable. It's your boy, Antonio Padilla. With me, as always, my right-hand man, the Red Dog, Cliff Miller. Cliff, say what's up.
Ghost Rider! I don't know why it made me want to say that. I have no idea.
Gentlemen, we don't know what it means.
I'm sure I'll open up a book and I'll get some writings in there. Tell me what I'm looking for, the clues.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. Only 90s kids know. So,
yeah.
Of course, with us, Mr. Swagtastic, also in Halloween getup. What's up, Swag?
What's going on?
No longer rocking the TV head today, so that's cool.
Man, today I felt celebrating both Halloween and what's coming up next month. So.
Exactly. You dressed appropriately for this episode. So. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. In case you don't know, we are recording on Friday, October 30th. It is officially the day before Halloween. I'm so excited. That's why Swag and I are both decked out in our Halloween. I am Jughead from Riverdale. I do have the jacket, but it's over there. I didn't want to get overheated while we're recording this, so not wearing the jacket right now. Cliff seems to be not in the holiday spirit right now, and that's you know what? That's all right. That's okay.
I have my super. You know what? I'm confused. That's what I am today. That's my Halloween costume.
You know what? I'm just gonna say you're Superboy. Connor Kent. That's what I'm gonna say. All right, now we're all in the holiday spirit. So yeah, you guys will be watching this after Halloween, so I hope you guys were safe. I hope you guys celebrated safely. Take care of yourselves, and let us know if you got any candy, and if you did, how much, and send us some of it because we love candy. So, all right, so let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. We got some news. We're gonna start with what I think is the biggest news this week, and something that got myself, and I know Cliff and Swag, we all got really excited about this. If I can get my laptop to cooperate with me. Here we go. All right. So the news broke on October 26th. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been hearing for a while that Marvel was looking for their Moon Knight. And apparently they found him in one Oscar Isaac. So score one for Marvel. You got me. I'm in. Let's do this. I believe we were talking about this when we were discussing the Dune trailer, and I said, put Oscar in all the things, and someone listened. Here he is. I could not be more excited about this for multiple reasons. Number one, Oscar Isaac, fantastic, talented actor. Love him. Number two, and I made a big deal about this on social media. Cliff joined in on it with me. Latino Moon Knight, you got me. You got me. I'm in. That's another one for us. And again, ladies and gentlemen, I know Cliff doesn't exactly look like one of us, but he is. He is. Yes. He's one of us. And he's my boy. He's my brother. So yeah, we're both super excited about this. And it's that thing where I was talking about it. It's like, I got excited when Isai Morales got cast as Deathstroke, another brown boy. Again, got to give a shout out to Carlos Valdez over there on The Flash, who plays Cisco Ramon, aka Vibe, and shouting out some of the ladies, Yvette Monreal over there on Stargirl, and Diane Guerrero on Doom Patrol. And, I'm probably forgetting a couple of my Latino brothers and sisters, but I mean, it's all love right now. So yeah, me and Cliff got super hyped about this. Tell them what you said, Cliff.
Yo, we taking over, baby. We taking over. It's what we do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What do you think about this, Cliff? How did this hit you? How did this news get you?
I'm telling you right now, man. Like, I have not been so hyped seeing like Latino culture just kind of like get influenced and get big roles,
Yeah.
And shout outs to Pedro Pascal as well, because the Mandalorian, baby. That's what we talking about. But yeah, so we taking the Mandalorian, we taking Moonlight, we taking the best part of Ant-Man. That's right. You know who we talking about. We live and die for the recast, baby.
Yes.
But yeah, no, it's great to see, man, and like hopefully we can keep seeing like that forward trend of all minorities getting lead roles, because obviously we don't want to leave out like Black Panther as well, because that's a great movie, and then Hidden Figures as well. We definitely want to talk more about like all the positive influence that we're getting. But yeah, man, this is a great move for us, and I love seeing the fact that we're nabbing up big roles too. So shout outs.
Hey, that's right. Yes, everything you said, Cliff. I agree 100%. You hit the nail on the head right there. Swag, what about you? How do you feel about this? I know I already know you're loving it just as much as we are, but
Yeah.
on this, man.
Yeah, no, I'm very excited because I love Oscar Isaac, and just like one, like as an actor, he's amazing, and two, just as an all-around, person, he's just really cool and really fun. So I can't wait to see what he does with the character. And again, probably just as important and just as fun, I can't wait to see the press for that.
For sure. Like, I'm thinking about it now. It's like I can't wait to see what the suit looks like, what he looks like in the suit.
Yeah.
Like, that's awesome. And like I said, I've said it before. Like, I kind of got off the Marvel bandwagon with Endgame, but I'm like, you got me. I'm in. Let's do this. Is how you get me back on the train, Marvel. So good job. I'm into it. I'm doing it. Let's do it. So yeah, it's again, good call, Cliff, shouting out Pedro Pascal. Like, that's fantastic. Also, I want to talk about something real quick, because when I started talking about this on Twitter, I became aware of the fact that some people don't know Oscar Isaac is Latino, which is weird. I mean, I get it, like his name doesn't really say, but his full name, and Swag, when you're editing this, put that clip in there. But his full name is...
My full name is Oscar Isaac Hernandez Estrada, because my last name is Estrada. Oscar Isaac Hernandez Estrada.
That's his full name. All right.
Yep.
Born in Guatemala.
Yes. I was born in Guatemala. I grew up in Miami, Florida.
So yeah, he's one of us. So yeah, Swag, put some of those clips in there, and if you can, some of the ones with him and Pedro, because that's tough.
Yeah.
Baby chicken.
Baby chicken. That's right. I got it. How'd you know about the baby chicken?
I just guessed. I'm just looking at your face right now.
But yeah, man, I'm living for this, man. This is amazing. This is fantastic. Like I said, one of my favorite actors from the last decade or so, and yeah, man, I just cannot wait. I cannot wait. I legitimately am in. I'm all about this. So, Moon to be a Disney Plus series over there, and like we've been saying, the Disney Plus stuff is going to be canon to the MCU, so that's cool. There's no reason to think he won't show up in a movie at some point after he does the show, so that's also going to be cool. So yeah, very awesome, very awesome. Cliff, you have anything else to add?
Nah, man, just that we taking over. That's all it is.
Hammer.
Just when you thought you can get rid of us, we coming back, baby. It's what we do.
That's right, stronger than ever. Swag, what about you?
No, just super excited.
Nice.
All I wanted to say is I can't wait for that Pancho Villa movie to come out now.
Oh yeah. Buddy. So yeah, that's I think we are all unanimously psyched about this, so good job, Marvel. And again, you got me, so good job on that one. So let's do it. Can't wait. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that we also got our first look at the new Batwoman, Javicia Leslie. They finally released official photos of her in the suit, and I like it. I love it. I love what they're doing. There are a few upgrades I noticed going on with the suit, and I think it looks great. I love Javicia Leslie. Let's talk. Let me talk about that real quick, because we didn't really do our coverage on Fandom Explore the Multiverse, mainly because there weren't a whole lot of huge announcements at that one. Still fun. I enjoyed it, but nothing like earth-shattering announcements there, which is why we didn't do the coverage that we said we were going to do. But there was the Batwoman panel with that one, and I watched it, and just listening to her talk, about taking on the role and like sort of all the preparation she's been doing, man. Like I'm a fan. You know, I had no exposure to her prior to this, and she won me over just on a panel. Like legit. Like I am looking forward to what she's gonna do with the role. Looks great in the costume. And yeah, I approve. Cliff, what about you?
Nah, man, she looks bomb in the uniform. I can't wait. I can't wait to see her like just in action. Like,
Yeah.
you know, okay, so I'll be fair, like I haven't been a person who's watched like Batwoman just in general, but I've been a strong supporter. And although it is kind of sad to see like the way it's been like altered and changed, obviously for health reasons, let's be real, that's what it really comes down to. I'm just excited for the way that it's spinning. And like again, you know, kind of caveat back to our previous point, like minorities taking over roles that predominantly were done by, you know, I don't want to say it, but white people. Now we're starting to see those roles and dimensions change, right? I mean, for God's sakes, our other person on our panel is repping Miles Morales. Like, let's be real.
Yep.
So it is beautiful to see. I'm all about it. I can't wait to see more of it. So yeah, let's keep it.
Right on. Swag, what about you? Did you see the new suit?
No, I did not.
You didn't see the new photos, I mean?
No, I did not.
All right. Well, that's cool. It's all right, man. Don't worry about it.
You didn't bring it to me, all right? It's on you.
True. I should have sent that over to you. But but no, man. Like Cliff is saying, I think it's fantastic. Like I said, I've become a huge fan of Miss Leslie, and I can't wait to see what she does. Yeah, all around positivity over here. I love it. So yeah. I think that's about all we have to say about that. So let's get into the gaming news. We got some disappointing news this week, and we got something really cool that we're going to talk about as well.
Yeah.
So let's start off with the bad, because it's always best to leave with the bad. And this kind of comes back around on us in the last episode. We talked about how we're 1 month away from Cyberpunk, and then literally right after that episode went up, it's like, nah, son.
Yeah.
So yeah, in case you guys did not see, Cyberpunk 2077 has been delayed until December, which
10th.
sucks.
Yeah,
December 10th. Which sucks. But, I was talking to Swag about this, and I was like, yeah, I was upset about it, kind of frustrated, but then I just went on with my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Swag, what about you, man? What were your thoughts? What were your feelings when you heard that Cyberpunk got delayed again?
Yeah, I don't remember what I was doing, but I think I was either editing or messing around with something. And I remember looking at my phone, and I saw a notification for a video from one of the news channels I follow. And the title was Cyberpunk Gets Another Delay. And I couldn't believe it. Like, I was legitimately like, this has to be a joke, right? Like, there's no way this is real. And I opened it up, I watched the video, and as it turns out, it was real. So I was a little bummed out, but like you, I just kind of forgot about it and moved on.
Yeah.
Because it is just it's like they only added on like almost a couple weeks, so it's not that bad. I can get over that, and especially after what they said the problem was and why they had to delay it. Like, I fully understand, and I'm like, yeah, just take your time with it. It's fine.
Well, if you want to get into that a little bit, and explain to people who might not know why it got delayed, go ahead and give a quick rundown of that.
So they released a statement, I believe, the day after they had done a conference call, and they released all of the information that they had said there the day after they had made the statement of the delay. And it turns out that they had to delay it because they were having problems with, they had to test current gen consoles.
Right.
They said in the conference that PC is finished and it works great on next gen consoles. The only thing that they're having problems with is current gen, and that's why they said they needed more time to smooth that out and have it be ready and be smooth on day one.
Yeah.
They also said, and this can anger some people, but still, like, again, like, I understand, but they did say in the conference call that they could have made the November 19th release date, but, as they said, like, they want to make sure that everything is running smoothly across all platforms and...
Right. Like they could have released it on the original release date, but it would have been plagued with, like, issues, and you'd have to download updates and patches and whatnot.
Yeah.
And you don't want that on your release, like that's not a good look. We've seen it happen before, and it's just not good. So
yeah,
I'm
and they
with
did
you,
say
Swag. Oh,
they
go
did
ahead.
say that it's first impressions. First impressions is important.
Yeah, there's that saying that you only get one chance at a first impression, and gaming is where that is most true. Like if your game comes out and it's not great upon initial release, people are just going to forget about it and move right on. So yeah, I agree with you, Swag. I think it was a good idea for them to push it back a couple weeks. I'm not upset about it. I mean, I was upset about it, but we just said, like, just move on with your life after that. So
yeah,
that's where we are. Cliff, what about you?
For me, I think, it's something that came down to Ed Boon said that anytime a game gets delayed, it can't be a bad thing. So I just kind of have to agree with him. Like, that's my only opinion about it, because I know this is the biggest game of the year. I'm not as hyped as most people are, but I 100% can understand that. Hey, like
people like me with my Johnny Silverhand right here.
But I can definitely understand, and there's one thing, like, when I was working at GameStop, being able to tell people, like, hey, like, you gotta understand that when we delay these games, it's because it's gonna be better, right? So even when what was it that came out? Ghost Recon. When the newest Ghost Recon game came out, it was delayed, and they got delayed, another year. And I was like, listen, when the game comes out, it's gonna be fire. And sure enough, when it came out, it was really good. So it's gonna be the same thing, guys. Like, just don't trip. Just understand this is all done for the betterment of you guys. And like they said, it's only a couple weeks anyway, so it's not like you're hurting at this point.
Yeah, it's not like they pushed it back a whole nother year.
Yeah.
I probably would have gotten a little bit more angry about that, but whatever. It's whatever. At this point, yeah. If it makes the game a better experience, I'm fine with it.
Yes.
So that's what's happening with Cyberpunk 2077. Like I said, disappointing, but we got over it, or we did anyways. There were some fans online who were not taking it so well, but the less we say about them, the better. All I'm gonna say to them is, knock it off.
Yeah, seriously.
Knock it off.
Stop it.
Yeah, exactly. And so with that, as if that weren't bad enough, we also got the news that Far Cry 6 also got delayed. And like Cliff was saying about him and Cyberpunk, this is not something I was super hyped for, but at the same time, it was disappointing for me because I know people were looking forward to this game, but this also got delayed. So Swag, how do you feel about this?
Yeah, it definitely sucks. Because I was a little interested to see what it was going to be like, especially after the recent one, New Dawn.
Really?
Yeah. So I really wanted to see where they go with it. I also really wanted to see what their explanation for the last two games were going to be, because we're clearly not in a nuclear wasteland. So I don't know. I was really intrigued to see where that went, and also just gameplay. I wanted to see what that was going to look like.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't a big fan of what they did in New Dawn, but yeah. I mean, it's whatever. I mean, if you got to delay it, but it does suck.
Yeah, exactly. Cliff, what about you? Do you have any thoughts on Far Cry 6 getting delayed?
This is a tragedy, okay? I'm super upset, and I'm going to invalidate the point I had before. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's good. It's good with me.
Yeah.
That was great. Somebody get this man an award. At least
They like me. They
good.
I feel like this could be my thing from now on, is just making like obscure 90s references instead of saying, because like for like the last 18 months, like all I've said was like what's up, right, as an intro. I'm just gonna like grab random 90s obscure when I think about it, I'm just gonna pop it in.
I'm into it. Do it, man.
Yeah, I love it.
I might start doing it too. So that's awesome. But yeah, so Far Cry 6 delayed. What are you gonna do about it? Yeah. So let's get into the good news though, because this was awesome. All right, I was not expecting this to drop today, and it did. So Cliff, I don't know if you saw it. I know Swag saw it. I saw it. We got the reveal of the Into the Spider-Verse suit for Spider-Man Miles Morales, and it is glorious on so many levels. Oh my god. And I don't know, like, if you haven't seen it, you're probably thinking, like, oh, what's so great about it? Like, trust me, check out that trailer, the reveal that they did, and it is so far above and beyond what I was expecting them to do. It blew my mind. It's gorgeous. Swag, talk about it, man, because I've got too many thoughts racing through my head right now.
Yeah, I think, like, the first thing you notice in that trailer that they dropped is, compared to the Into the Spider-Verse suit they did for Peter, the shading is incredible. Like, it looks like it came straight out of the animated film. Even more so than the last one. And to kind of top it all off and then, like, really sell you on the fact that it looks like it came from the movie, is it has the frame rate on it when you move. And it's so amazing.
It's glorious.
I love it so much.
That suit is animated, is like there were times when I was watching that trailer, I legitimately thought I was watching clips from the movie.
Yeah.
Like it just looks so good, man. And yeah, like you were saying, like it made me think about the Peter Parker suit that they did for Spider-Man, the Into the Spider-Verse suit. Yeah. And like the suit was beautifully rendered, but it's just it was nowhere near this, like it didn't have the animation, the frame rate, any of that stuff. And like that's not a knock against it. It's still a beautifully rendered suit.
Yeah.
This is amazing. Like this is a whole nother level. And like I said, I was not ready for it. So
yeah, same.
Give me away. It just made me want to play this game even more, so I can get that suit and run around New York and save people. Cliff, what about you?
Yeah, so as you guys mentioned that, I decided to look at the trailer really quick, and yeah, I really thought I was just watching it. I was like, oh, hey, it's a sequel.
Yeah.
It is not the sequel. It is a video game. This is crazy. And you're right, like the frame rate, like, oh, it looks so good. Oh, I'm so hyped. Now I have to get a PS5, and I really didn't want to at first. Now I really have to get one.
Yeah.
There you go. That's how you get Cliff over. So
it wasn't like I wasn't going to get a PS5 by any means. I just was like kind of pushing it down the road, like I don't want to get it. But now I'm like, do I really want to get this day one? Kind of have to.
It's like, I want to swing around with this.
I do. Now I'm just like, fuck, this looks so good. And just like, I love the fact that certain parts of it, I don't know if you guys noticed on the trailer or not, but like, even though that suit is black, like the light hit it and it was turning navy blue at certain points. It's like, oh, that's so sick. I was like, I'm into this.
It was beautiful, man. Like I said, like I just looked at that thing and I was like, my goodness, like that's how you do a reveal right there. That was brilliant.
Here's the thing, like, look, Insomniac, I'm still not happy with what you did with Peter, but this is how you make up for that.
Oh, sure, yeah, you guys more than made up for it. So hey, all is forgiven. Let's do this. Give me that game right now.
All is not forgiven. I'm not forgiving you for what you did to Peter.
Yeah,
we are on so bad terms.
I wasn't gonna say it. I was trying to be diplomatic, but Cliff, I'm with you.
Yeah,
I'm on this line. I'm not on this line. I'm on the other side. Like, fuck you, Insomniac. We might be cool for right now, but fuck you, bro.
It's like, yes, I'm happy about the suit. Yes, I will happily pay for Miles Morales, but I'm still not going to play the remaster for PS4.
Still not into
this version of this.
Yes. Like I said, I'm gonna stick to my PS4 copy. Like, thank you.
I will happily wait a year to get those exclusive suits on PS4 if I have to.
Exactly. That's exactly where I'm. Yeah, that's my strategy. But yeah, like yeah, I think we it's pretty unanimous. This Spider-Verse suit, fantastic, amazing, glorious. Can't wait to Swag. I hope you're putting some of that footage up right as we're talking about.
Yes. Which, by the way, I turned on my phone and I got a notification of like free roam gameplay with the skin. That's more than likely what I'm gonna put up in the background.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, yeah. I can't wait. This game, everything they've revealed so far just has me more and more high. Oh, and also before I forget, Swag. I don't know if you saw it. We did get confirmation that the Prowler will indeed be in the game. So that's gonna be dope. Hopefully it doesn't make me cry like Into the Spider-Verse did, but still not over that. But yeah, so that's gonna be awesome. So yeah, can't wait. Spider-Man Miles Morales. They are still on track to release
November 12th.
November 12th. So I was telling Swag, I was like, Cyberpunk got delayed, Far Cry got delayed. If Spider-Man Miles Morales gets delayed, that's when we riot.
Because everything else is cool, but we're gonna riot for this one.
Yeah, like that's the one that breaks the camel's back. So
So you already spoiled us so much with the suit. Like, don't expect us to get to be calm if you delay it.
I can't handle it if this gets delayed. So, but no, yeah. So we are still on track. We're less than a month out. Hopefully, I don't jinx us on this one. So that was my fault, ladies and gentlemen. That was my fault. My bad. Yeah, I'll take it, Cliff. I'll take it. So that's game news. Pretty awesome stuff. We're gonna throw it over to Cliff right now because Cliff watched the season premiere of The Mandalorian. I am sorry to say I'm still not caught up. I still have not seen one. But I'm gonna say this for Cliff. Cliff, you still haven't seen Watchmen. I still haven't seen The Mandalorian. I think we're even.
I'm gonna get my HBO Max, and we in there. So yeah, so let's get this started right away, right, with The Mandalorian season 1. Or season 2, I'm sorry. We're in chapter 9. If you're listening to this episode, understand I'm going to spoil the shit out of this episode. Not entirely, because I don't want to give away too much. But I do want to point out some of the cool stuff that was. There's definitely a lot of hints and a lot of throwbacks to a lot of cool stuff that's happened in this. Right off the jump, we have the recap, of course, like always, like any series, good series. They can give us the recap. Anyway, so as we get into it, we find out that there's a big fight scene that starts off, right? We have two, I don't even know what to call them, like warp pigs. They look like the pigs from fucking Angry Birds, but like in like full form. But they're like fighting.
I know what you're talking about.
So we're in a battle scene, and it's like two juggernauts like just going at it. But what we find out is that the Mandalorian brings the child with him, and they discuss like where this one Mandalorian is, right?
Yeah.
But it was supposed to be a trap, but it didn't turn out that way. And in fact, my favorite part in this whole scene was the child hitting the lock button on his shield. And so the Mandalorian, like I said, he walks out, but then he ties up the guy who has the knowledge. And this is like my favorite line in the whole thing. He's like, "You're gonna kill me." He's like, "I promise you, you will not die by my hand." And he gets information. He says that the Mandalorian is on Tatooine, which at that point I'm like in my heart kind of freaking out. But they turn, shoots out the light. All these devil dogs come out and destroy this man. It was awesome. Anyway, now we arrive to Tatooine, where
let me, because and like again, like
I just want to get this one part in.
Yeah. I'm not trying to stop you, but it's like
Yep.
We can't afford beat by beat breakdown of the episode. So just, like
as we get to Tatooine, we find out that there is a Mandalorian that is on Tatooine. And it's Timothy. and offline, like it was cool just to see the reveal. But it's just cool to see Boba Fett pop up at first too, right? All of his gear, and I was like, oh, you find out how he gets it, cool. Fast forward, we find out that there's this giant dragon-looking creature that's terrorizing this small town, and and we get to watch the Sand People come back. I'm telling you, man, so much hypeness into this. I was so hyped seeing some people come back. But one thing that was definitely really cool, and I know this is gonna be a giant spoiler for a lot of people, and maybe not even just like that, right?
Right.
Timothy is riding one of the pod engines that Anakin was driving during the pod races, and it was like such a cool reveal for me, and I genuinely like I got so excited. I felt like at this point, like I saw you see the Mandalorian driving a speeder, and I was like, oh cool, and all of a sudden you see Timothy right next to him, and I was like, oh, is that what I think it is? So I'm like researching, and I was like, oh my god, it is. Long story short, okay, like the Sand People join up with the village, and they destroy this giant dragon, and they all celebrate. But then there's one character in there who kind of is mysterious to me still, that shows up at the end of the episode, and that's kind of like how we end. But overall, man, I'm gonna tell you right now, episode to me, 10 out of 10. Just all the twists and turns and surprises, I was definitely excited about.
Nice. I love to hear it, man. Love to hear it.
I think that
So, yeah,
first intro though into the story, like you have like that first 10 minutes of the show was like, I'm in. I'm so into this shit again.
Nice. That's good, man. It legitimately is. Like, and like, don't get me wrong. It's not that I don't want to watch the show. I just haven't gotten around to it. You know?
Time is what it is. It's time.
There's so much content to consume and not enough time. That's really all it is. Like I said, it took me and Cliff however long to finally get on The Boys, season 2, and so yeah, no, that's good to hear, man. I am looking forward to finally getting caught up, and like I said to Cliff, I was like, I had some of the reveals spoiled for me this morning, not because I was looking for spoilers, but social media just does its thing. You can't avoid it. Like, I knew Timothy Oliphant was in the Boba Fett armor just from Twitter, because Twitter spoils everything.
Thanks, guys.
What's so cool too, by the way, what's so cool is that Timothy's character is equivalent. What was that show that he did where he was the outlaw? Like he was a sheriff.
Bud.
Yeah. So it's like he kind of like reprises that same role in Boba Fett's armor. And like the way he talks and everything, I'm like, yo, you're the fucking man.
It's dope, man. Put him in more things. Yeah, he's awesome. I love him. So yeah, that definitely has me anticipating this even more. So
I can't wait for Sasha Banks to get involved. That's all I'm waiting for too.
you would be. So all right, I think it's clear Cliff loved the season 2 premiere. So ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't got, get on it and let us know what you thought of it. Did you like it? What were your favorite parts? Leave a comment down below. All right, so yeah, thank you, Cliff. Thank you for keeping us updated on The Mandalorian. Very nice. Let's get into our final story of this episode, and we'll try and get through this quickly because I've got prior commitments after the show. We're gonna wrap this episode, and I'm out. So
I gotta go on patrol, dude. This wasn't just a costume.
Oh yeah, I believe you, man. Let's talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. We got our first look at Jason Todd as the Red Hood in Titans Season 3. And this suit is amazing. I mean, like, they nailed it. It looks like the Red Hood. Like, it's not a radical reinvention of the Red Hood. It's the Red Hood, very identifiable as the Red Hood. And it's like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And they didn't. He looks amazing. I love the suit. Cliff, what did you think of this?
Yo, I'm into this, man. Again, like just seeing how like the episode season 2 ended with like kind of like everybody kind of getting fractured a little bit. I'm kind of curious to see how the story wraps into how he became, because obviously we're not seeing the Joker come through and beat him with a crowbar. Although I would pay double what we're getting for to watch this happen. This sounds so bad.
But I mean, here we are.
But I'm all in. I'm all in with the suit.
Nice. Swag, what'd you think of this suit?
I loved it. It was like you said, like it looks like Red Hood.
Mhm.
Like it just, especially like the symbol that he's got on the chest, like it's all spray painted and you can see all the lines on it. I was like, yeah, like I can't wait to see this like in action on screen.
Yeah,
It's gonna
same.
be sick.
Same. And I'm gonna go ahead and say this right here on this episode. And Swag already knows this, but I don't think I told you. I actually got to see the prototype of this suit like a month or two ago, and I was like, oh, that looks awesome. But I had to sit on that for a while. And so like finally seeing the final version of it is dope. The prototype I saw did not have the actual hood. It did have the helmet and the jacket and everything, but it did not have the symbol on its chest. But yeah, man, I'm with you, Swag. I love everything they did here. I also like the symbol. You know, I like that it looks like it's spray painted on there. Very cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, there's just I can't see anything wrong with it. Like it just looks great. I mean, we do have to point out they released a piece of concept art as well as an official photo, which is it's like, yeah, man, they nailed the transition from from paper to live action. So it looks fantastic, man. I can't wait. I cannot wait for season 3 of Titans on HBO Max. And yeah, that's gonna dovetail directly into how we shut this episode out. Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, Cliff only just found out about this right before we started recording, and it kind of broke his heart, as it did mine when I found out. So it was a couple months ago. DC Universe is unfortunately going away, and everything, all the original content like Titans, Doom Patrol, Harley Quinn season 3, Young Justice season 4, Young Justice Phantoms, which we did get the title Phantoms. So anything that DC Universe was developing as original content over there will now be housed specifically exclusively at HBO Max. And it was sad and heartbreaking for me because I loved the DC Universe as a streaming platform. Like I said to Cliff and everybody else, it's like it was 2 of the best years of my life right there, So it was hard. It was heartbreaking for me to see it go, because it's that thing that I was talking to someone else and I was like, that was the one streaming service that for 2 years I had continuously. Normally after I watch a show, I'll cancel my membership or whatever and then come back whenever a new season comes on. But DC Universe, like, surprisingly, always had content. Like, always. Like, from its launch all the way up until, a couple months ago. So, yeah, it's heartbreaking, it's disappointing, but, it's that thing, like, I want to talk about it here because I want to kind of just remember how good it was, while we had it. So, yeah. Love you, DC Universe. It was good times. It was good while we had it. Cliff, what about you?
Yeah, it's disappointing to know like I gotta go pick up another streaming service to like watch all my favorite shows the day of instead of waiting the day after. So yeah, I don't know, man. It's disappointing to know that this is all coming to an end, and it was it was just shocking to me. Just kind of like, wait, what? This is happening.
Yeah, I just kind of mentioned it to Cliff, and he was like, "Wait, what is happening?"
I was like, what's happening to the rest of my money if I've invested into this? It's yeah, I mean, I'm excited that it's gonna go to HBO Max. I mean, it's a bigger audience there, so more people get to view like the product. But the problem is that I kind of felt like this was like special, like like the DC, because Marvel doesn't have one, right? Because Disney Plus, obviously, Marvel doesn't have like their own streaming service. So to have DC to have one, I was like, yo, this is special because like this is ours. We get to enjoy it. We get to have fun. We get to like enjoy the products that they're putting out. And like even if it had its hiccups, like with Swamp Thing, right? But like
right,
Swamp Thing was still very good. It's just unfortunately, like some things didn't work out with people in North Carolina, dicks. Anyway, but like every show that came out of there, man, we talked about how much fire was coming out from all the original programming, and like now I know HBO is not going to be like, they're not going to like, oh, you can't do this. No, they're going to very much be like, do whatever you want. Still, I still just want that speciality for me, like something like I get up every Friday and I'm excited to watch the DC app because of this. I don't want to be like, all right, I'm going to go watch HBO Max. It's just like this morning, right? I woke up and I remembered it's the 30th, which means that Mandalorian launched, and guess where I was? Watching Disney Plus. But DC just was its own small universe, and I'm like, I really much liked it, and that's what's going to be very sad for me.
That's exactly, that's 100% Cliff. You nailed it. Like it felt special because it was, it was all DC content, not just the new stuff, but like, the Adam West Batman series was on there, Linda Carter Wonder Woman series was on there. They had their show like DC Daily, which I watched all the time. I don't know if you did, probably not, but I did. It was just fun. It was good. It was a good time. Like you said, it just felt special. And it just kind of sucks that that's going away. So unfortunately, yeah. And again, like I said, like this kind of officially happened like a month or two ago. And I realized we hadn't said anything about it, but I thought, like, if we're talking about Titans season 3, which again, exclusively on HBO Max, we might as well pay our respects to the DC universe. Swag, did you have anything you wanted to say about it?
No, I mean, like, you guys pretty much covered it, because it's like, I agree with a lot of things that you guys said, and like, yeah, like, I'm with you on, like, that service was always there. Like, we always watched everything that was on there. I mean, I didn't join you on all of it, but I am starting to watch some of the stuff that I missed. But it's great. I'm gonna miss it. I mean, the content's still gonna be there, but I mean, it's gonna be a little different than usual.
Yeah, it really is like Cliff was saying. Like, it's just, it loses what made it special in the first place.
Yeah,
it kind of sucks. But I mean, well, life goes on. Fortunately, but it does bother me a little bit. But what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
But yeah, so, rest in peace, DC Universe. We love you. Like I said, 2 of the best years of my life. So thank you for your service. That's what I want to say. So. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for us this week. Like I said, we're keeping it short because, I've got to get out of here in a couple minutes. So, so Cliff, let everybody know where they can follow you online.
Yeah, so you can find me on all your favorite social media platforms at @the_RedDog85. So whether that's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, my new favorite, TikTok, you guys can find me there. Just come shout us out. And then you can find me right here on Nerds at the Roundtable, or you can find me on the 3 Count podcast, as well as Now Entering the Ring. It's a very big show about where we interview different wrestlers, and we are at now episode 77, getting ready to drop. We just interviewed our 77th person. That's what it is. So yeah, go check me out there. And then also, you guys just check me out, because on YouTube you're gonna find a lot more of my wrestling matches. So
that's right. Go check them out, ladies and gentlemen. It's good stuff. Swag, go ahead and plug the YouTube channel.
Yeah, you guys can find me on YouTube, Mr. Swagtastic. I did change my profile picture, and that was in preparation for Cyberpunk, but that's not happening, so but yeah, it's but you can come over. I'm getting back into editing. I've got stacked week coming up. Without Cyberpunk in November, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I can probably more than likely guarantee you guys that there's gonna be a whole lot of MK content coming out. Other than that, just come chill, hang out.
Well, and we're still going to have Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Yeah.
Definitely have that to look forward to. But yes, definitely go check out Mr. Swagtastic on YouTube. I say it all the time. Good time.
Yeah, okay. I should say this. Mixtape. Another mixtape dropping this week.
Annual mixtape. Love it. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. I will definitely post it on the Nerds Facebook page. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, go check him out. I'm, of course, Antonio Padilla. You can find me on all social media. It's either at Tron Pilgrim or at Tron Pilgrim 87. You'll know which one is me. You can also like Nerds of the Roundtable on Facebook, facebook.com/Real Nerds of the Roundtable. You can also follow us on Twitter at RealNerds_, and you can always find us here, anchor.fm/nerds, as well as on YouTube. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening to the show but you're not watching it, I implore you to start watching it on YouTube, because we do have a lot of visual stuff that happens in the show that you might miss, and you might not know what we're talking about. So definitely give that a shot if you haven't. So yeah, that's going to do it for us this week. Again, kind of a short episode, but I think myself, I have things I got to do. I know Swag has some scheduled stuff he needs to get to. Yep. So, but don't worry, Cliff also, right? Cliff is also. But don't you worry, ladies and gentlemen, because we are going to have a couple bonus episodes for you. We have those scheduled coming up, so you guys are going to have bonus content anyways. Keep a lookout for that, and join us next time. Same nerd time, same nerd channel. Good night, folks.